So to reiterate, we're just not there yet. So it's our goal, but we're not there yet. So I know you talk about your industry.
I don't need to talk about my industry.
Well, this is the thing. So Tila will go off on her little consultant, I don't know what you call it. What do you say?
Freelance.
Your freelance work. And she'll be away for a while and she'll be like, yeah, no, girl, I'm going to have time. When I come back home from work, I'm going to
get to my hotel room and write a blog post.
I'm going to do some work on the weekends. And from past experience, I just know this is not true just because it's just so, the hours are just so crazy that, the last thing you want to do when you come back from a 12-hour stint is go and write a blog. I did it
once successfully when I...
Like, you mean one day? Or like
No. On one film,
okay.
When I was working on my book, I would get to my hotel room and I would get on Ancestry.com and, have some reality TV going on in the background. But, I think it was just a way to unwind.
Right.
But for the most part, I leave with some really high ambitions of being able to, do my day job and then come home and, work on Stay Steep. And it doesn't happen the way I would like to. First, with me just needing to prioritize my personal growth and, get my worship in, get my Bible reading in, get, like all of that done in the morning. And oftentimes if I go to work, I'm bringing work home, signing off on some payroll at night. Right. Like I can't do that and then now move into this frame of mind of ministry, after those anger sessions. Like, why I gotta be doing this late at night? Like,
but also I think another issue is that your work environment just isn't. You're not working for a ministry. You're in a very.
I'm working for the world, y'all.
Just a very different, industry. That basically
that's soulless.
It's soulless. Yeah. And basically, it seems some of those things that
and the antithesis to what we do.
Yeah.
Like it's curse words all day. It's just it's the kind of environment which not to make this video longer than it already is, but it's also really what just really pushed me for us to get the first planner done, because it used to be where when I was having a rough day, I would write scriptures on Post-its. Well, at first I used to just write motivational things and have those on Post-its. I'm like, this is not getting me through today. And then I would put little scriptures and have them on Post-its in different places, like on my monitors and whatnot, just so that when somebody is shouting at me and just going like crazy, like I needed something to just reel me back in and remember who I am and remember who I serve, so that I'm not giving that back to them the way they gave that to me.
And I think it's important just to remember that, because it's not, and I often say this to her, I'm like, it's just so weird. It's like, you don't have HR? It's like HR doesn't exist. This is not like your Fortune 500, or what do people call those jobs? Those
corporate?
Like corporate jobs where you can just go down to HR and people are like minding their P's and Q's. I feel like this is an industry that's honestly, unregulated.
And I mean, I don't even know if it's safe to say this, but I really think that the whole Me Too movement is a result of the way our industry is built. It just is not the easiest environment to speak out against injustice. So oftentimes things happen and nothing is reported.
Right.
I mean, because all studios actually have HR departments.
Right.
But the people that are working on these films are not reporting things as they occur.
Right.
And then we create this problem.
Right, but also when you are wherever you are dispatched to, there's not HR there.
Right.
I mean, there might be HR
it's not on
like
site, but I mean, there's an email address. What I'm just saying is that there are saying that studios provide you with an avenue to report. Right. But oftentimes people are thinking, I'm not going to work again.
Right.
It's going to prevent me from, succeeding and advancing in my career. And so they make a choice to just keep quiet.
Right.
And it's all of us. It's all of us. So,
well, I don't want to take us too much off on a tangent, but I only just brought that up because it's just like, so if you think about it, you go to this job where it's just a very challenging job. When you come home, you really do want a chance just to. So I just, it's almost like unfair even for us to even think that you could come back and now start answering some of those, messages that you get about my husband needs this. Can you pray for me? You know what I'm saying? You yourself needs, like, I guess that self-care word. You need to take care of yourself and rest and, try to get a workout in or something like that. And just even you just working on yourself is just challenging, when you are full on. Anyways, we just say all of this to talk about the importance of, when you're in ministry, having the opportunity to, to be able to have, to be financially set so you can actually focus on ministry.
It's that focus.
Right.
And this really, we're just letting you in on a conversation that we were having today. We were knee deep into this conversation and hashing it out. Right. And we just thought, you know what? Well, she thought. I didn't think.
Yes. I had to convince a little bit. So this is kind of a more relaxed.
Yeah, so she thought, she's like, well, maybe this might actually be helpful for us to have this conversation, so that we can get suggestions and ideas and have dialogue with people, other faith-based, businesses and, ministries, and see if we can find a solution that works for us so that we can do the work that God has called us to, and we can also feed ourselves.
Right. Oh, I was like, feed ourselves. I was like, yeah, feed ourselves. Get it. And also, I just wanted to throw this out there because this is one thing I did mention, is that even when you think about church as it is today, it came up. I was like, I wonder if this is why churches are in the problem they're in right now, where you've taken your eye off the ministry, and somehow, I don't know if the usher council, whoever does the the numbers, basically said, hey, this week this was how much, and maybe it was less than last week.
Yeah,
so you start,
we're down this amount from last week.
So now you start focusing on the money that you get, so much so that now you go to church and the people them are spending like 15 minutes.
People down.
Instead of, this is one of my pet peeves.
She's about to go in, y'all.
They'll cut in the worship. You try to worship now,
and you go for worship.
Has been truncated for there to now be a mini sermonette about giving. And how did they start it? God wants you to be a cheerful giver. Yes. Yes.
Do your happy dance.
You can't be unhappy giving. Then it says, you don't want to rob God. Malachi 3:10.
I told you.
It's just my pet peeve.
I told you.
So it's a test.
She's like, I came for no worship.
I really did.
They only did 2 songs.
And then they did a remix at the end, so that doesn't count.
The remix does not count.
It doesn't count. So it's like 10 to 15 minutes trying to hit you over the head to get more money. But in all reality, I really do wonder if it's because the pastor, everybody has now taken their eye off of this is our mission and our goal. Now we're focused on the money. We used to attend Calvary Chapel, Fort Lauderdale. Hey, people down there. And one of the things I really loved about them, and really has now spoiled me, is that they never did offering. They always just said, hey, if you want to do the offering, the things are in the back, which they were. You know
what to do.
Which they were, and they just didn't do it. Now I'm wondering if, was it because Calvary was just such a larger church? I mean, it is a larger church. I mean, it is what it is. It's a huge church, in South Florida. But I'm just really curious as to why it is that way. And I haven't been to all black churches, but I've been to several churches in different places, and they're similar. So I'm just wondering, what is the issue? Is it because we've taken our eye off the ministry? Is there other spiritual issues going on? But when we were having this conversation...
You mean that affect black churches?
That specifically are affecting black churches. Like, I know we mentioned that maybe the Calvaries of the world have these, bigger donors, or people, maybe their congregations are funding.
Maybe there's funding richer from somewhere that we are not privy to.
Right. Like silent partners. Can you say silent partner for church?
I don't know. Something.
But anyways, some of those type of things.
But it is a well funded ministry, and they're not asking you to give.
Right.
While we were going to Calvary, there might have been maybe two
out
of
a
or
year.
so sermons a year on giving.
And that's it.
And that's it. And I think while I was there was perhaps one capital fundraising campaign to build a facility and they raised the money within a week or so. It was like over $100 million. Yeah, and so, and we were at Calvary for several years.
Several
years
before it moved to the other place. We were at the other place.
Yeah, that was our mom's church, and that's where I was baptized. Were you baptized there too?
Really, Tina?
Okay,
we
so
went
we're moving up. Were we?
In the water.
We were.
On the Atlantic beach.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay,
anywho.
so we got baptized on the same day. Sorry.
Yeah, we were, weren't we? Now you're making me doubt. Anywho.
I didn't think so, but okay.
Anyway.
Maybe I was just into myself and. You know,
but at least we both. It was in the water.
On the beach.
Through Calvary Chapel. Yeah. But anyways, we just wanted to bring that up. Just several things that were on our mind, and we had a very spirited conversation about that. We wanted to share it with folks.
Spirited.
To see if we can again just crowdsource some opinions. We wanted to give our encouragement. Do you have some encouragement?
No, I need encouragement.
Well, yeah, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think that also we don't have an answer to this. Mm-hmm. This wasn't a thing like we have an answer. We just thought that encouragement, maybe that you're not the only person going through this, maybe, and the importance, and still staying, noticing that the importance is really to focus on ministry, because that's really the calling.
And I think it's actually quite good that we notice that there is a issue. Mm-hmm. And so it allows us to actually address it and know that it's important for us to know. It's important for us to address it.
Yes.
So realizing that there is an issue,
mm-hmm.
there's a problem,
mm-hmm.
and now we need to move towards the solution. So
yes.
Help us.
She says yes. How do you say yes in South African accent? Yes. Yebo.
Yebo yes,
Yebo
y'all.
yes.
No, yebo yes is Zambian, but yeah, yebo. Yebo.
Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. I know it's been a little longer, but hopefully this is
Sorry
insightful.
for all of our rambling.
Yeah, lots of rambling.
But yeah, this is this is us in the office.
Yeah, just another day.
Just another day in the office. Yeah.
So comment, subscribe. Thanks again for joining.
Yeah, and buy our goodness planner, y'all.
Yeah, the goodness planner's over there. Wait for our plug.
My nails aren't done, so I'm gonna try not to show you my nails.
Yeah, mine aren't done either, so I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Buy it.
Buy it.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.